Before this trickle-down economics theory took hold of our society the way it did, corrupting our government and so corrupting our entire moral value system, before that, the American corporation, can you imagine this, was expected to care. If somebody had worked for a corporation for decades, the corporation was expected to care whether or not that person then had a dignified retirement. But once trickle-down economics took hold, and it was backed by so much money, and they got a president, and they had foundations, it all just became such a huge thing. The idea was that if all that the corporation had to do was care about the bottom line for its stockholders, then that meant that concern was even at the expense of the workers, and even at the expense of the environment, and even if it was at the expense of the community. From there, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going downhill ever since. Because within 10 to 20 years after that, money exploded as such an unwieldy, dominant influence on our political system that it wasn't just corporations that were acting that way. The U.S. government was acting as a handmaiden to those corporations. So what happened then was that the U.S. government did more and still does more to advocate for short-term profits for huge corporate conglomerates than it does to advocate for the well-being, the safety, the health of we, the people of the United States, of our children, of all the people of the world, and of the planet on which we live. Ladies and gentlemen, the people must step in now.